Wait.
Hey!
Welcome to the Ramble Radio. God damn it.
But video.
It is. It
For
is.
now.
You're not wrong, but
it's video, little radio, but soon.
soon just video.
Don't say radio.
Also radio. This is number 241. How exciting is
Ooh.
that? How exciting is that? You think it's just us?
Yeah.
It's not.
Why?
Well, coming here fresh off of I don't know if this story, if anyone's even going to get this, but he's trying to help the Yelp reviews for Fossil's Last Stand. Ladies and gentlemen, Cody Villafana, everybody. Here he is. Did anybody get that? Anyone? Cody, did you get that one?
I don't get that one.
What is that one?
Let's see if I can look this up.
It's a Lyft driver. The video went viral yesterday or last night. He's a couple is getting into his Lyft. They're like in Pennsylvania, somewhere in Pennsylvania, I think. And she goes, "Oh wow, you're a white guy, so like you speak English and stuff." And he's like, "What?" And she was like, and he just goes, "Get out!" Like he just kicks him out. And then like her husband's about to walk in, and they own this bar. And the husband's about to walk. He goes, "What happened?" He goes, "Yeah, your wife said, 'Oh wow, you're a white guy. I'm not taking this ride. You guys can go.'" And the guy's like, "I ought to fucking punch you in your fucking face." Then he calls him an N-word lover and then slams the door. Yeah, and the place they own is called Fossil's Last Stand, that couple. And then you look at a picture of them and you're like, no shock at all that they would do this. So anyway, they've been getting a lot of negative Yelp reviews over at Fossil's Last Stand now. They've been and now I don't know if the last I saw is it had a permanently closed thing. I don't know, but this was again.
That's shocking. I'm sure Tucker's going to have them on this week to tell their side.
Oh,
of the
of
story.
course they're gonna have.
Yep.
Wow.
Anti-cancel. You can't cancel people.
You can't cancel people. No, except books. You can cancel books.
And rights.
And
but
rights.
People.
Women's rights and books you can cancel. Yeah, it was I hope their place shut down. I mean, but Cody, if you see a picture of them, it's that couple.
Yeah, let me see here.
I mean, yeah, it's not a shock at all that they might be racist. No shocker whatsoever when you take a gander at the owners.
I see
Well,
the video.
You should
but I don't see
familiarize yourself with them,
pictures.
Cody, if you're going to help put with the
Yeah,
positive Yelp
that's
reviews.
right. Yeah, you got to get to know them, man. Let me see if I can hold on. I found one of the tweets.
Oh, I think I might have found it. Wait, is this it?
Yeah, there they go. And
So the story was this guy went to the restaurant?
to pick them up at late at night. So they're the couple in the foreground.
Yeah.
Mm,
That makes sense.
I mean,
okay.
anyone in that picture makes sense. But yeah, the couple in the foreground are the ones who...
You're an N-word lover is what he
I
said.
mean, no, really? Shocker. That came out of this guy's mouth? No, stop it. Him? He's a pile of shit. So, yeah, it's fucking Fossil's Last Stand. And it's fucking amazing, dude. The shit people think they can just do and say. It's like, fucking, like that guy's every right to be like, it's his business. Get out of my fucking cab, you fucking losers. Yeah. Oh, man. So, yeah, the guy threatened to kick his ass. I want to kick the shit out of you. Like, okay, yeah.
Guy's never kicked the shit out of anybody but his wife.
Oh, shit. Oh, man. That's right. It's up. That's what's up, baby. So, and the shitty part is, this is Friday, and I have no idea what the hell happened still on Game 7.
You could be deep into round 2 at this point on both
right?
teams.
On both teams. Well, 3 for the Mavs.
3 for the Mavs, yeah, that's right.
Round 2 for the Stars.
I don't pay
Man.
attention to babasketball because my team never gets into the playoffs.
They might soon. They might soon.
Have you followed the Wizards for the last 40 years?
Did they win a title as the Bullets?
They did.
Yeah.
They got one.
They got one. There's nothing wrong with that.
No.
Got a title as the Bullets, but
I think I was 3 years old when it happened.
So you don't remember. Not
remember.
many fond memories of the
It was
Bullets.
the mid-late 70s, I think.
That's right. That's right. Wow. The worst.
Wes Unseld,
Jeez.
I think.
Yeah, man. That's not bad. That was a player. Wes Unseld.
Not a
That guy-
coach, but quite
not
the
a coach.
player.
Quite the player.
Not really a coach.
Happens a lot though sometimes, you know, that The players don't usually make. I don't think. What was the last great player? I think was it Larry Bird taking the Pacers to the finals?
Bird might be the greatest greatest player who turned into probably the greatest coach. Not greatest coach ever, but greatest former player.
Yeah. It always
Turned into a
seems
coach.
like the superstars don't really work well as coaches.
Especially in basketball. I think football, it's a lot easier for players to transition to coaching. But
I
basketball,
mean-
especially the stars, because Bird's like, why didn't you just make that 80-foot?
Right. You couldn't have
You
just
should've
do
just made
that.
it.
You
Why
couldn't have
didn't you
just
make it?
made that. The fuck's wrong with you? Like in baseball, managers are always like dirty work guys. Right? It's always the catchers and shit like that who end up becoming managers. It's rarely like the most
Because
dominant.
they have to, in order to survive in the game, I think they have to be that much higher up mentally into the game, focused, involved in the game, than the star who's just like, well, you just swing the bat and the ball goes over the fence.
Just show up and knock it out, and that's it. It's fascinating. It's fascinating, damn it.
Yeah,
I don't
like,
know.
How could you be coached by Jordan? It'd be like, why didn't you
What's
dunk
he-
from the foul line? There was only 4 people in front of you. Why didn't you
You
just
couldn't
dunk
do
it?
that. You couldn't just suddenly make 5 threes in a row when you don't really shoot from 3. You can okay, whatever. I guess you're not. I guess
you're not a good player.
I guess you don't have what it takes. Like, yeah, it's fascinating how that works.
That's why some of the best porn stars don't go into directing.
That's true. It's
'Cause you can't be directed by that guy.
no,
Like,
he
you
just
You can't just lay pipe for 45 minutes.
You have to jizz now, you fucking loser. Like you can't just let this happen.
That's all the jizz you got in there? You can't completely code her? Why can I still see your face?
This is fucking insane. God, I'm off. You're both fired. Get it the fuck out of here.
Get in and do it yourself.
Yeah, get in here. Hey, I'll show you how it's done. God damn it.
Oh, shit.
Here's how you lay it. Oh man. Oh, the NFL schedule was released last week.
Yes, it
Oh
was.
yeah.
Eddie, how do you feel? We all
We
have
should
the
all feel pretty
easiest.
good.
We have the easiest schedule. How did we get an easier schedule
Because
than the
we're
Lions?
playing the AFC South, I believe.
Oh, and they suck.
That's the division the NFC East drew this year. I believe it's AFC South, and they all
Yeah.
pretty much. Because we had the Jaguars in that division. Who else in there? The Texans. So those 2 teams right
Texans.
there that we're
the-
all playing drops our strength of schedule down, really.
Is that the Colts too?
Colts and the who else in the AFC South?
God damn, how am I blanking on this?
Who else in the AFC South?
What the fuck?
Titans.
Titans. That's right.
So Titans are good, but they lost AJ Brown, and now there's a little QB controversy because they drafted Malik Willis, I believe, right?
Yes. And Ryan Tannehill said it's not his job to be his mentor.
Right, and then the Colts they traded for Matt Ryan, who's 95 years old. So I don't know. We'll see. That's
Matty Ice.
It's a pretty soft division.
It is. Now, here's why we're talking football and crazy things. We lied to you, the Rambler. We're not ready
Purposefully.
yet with our purposefully. We're not
Yeah.
ready yet with our fictional Butler package for the battle.
Yeah.
If you want to email us, you can coincide with your Ramble 306 emails too. Just maybe toss out a Butler that you
Yeah.
think deserves to be in this battle
Wait,
royale.
someone in the vein of a Tony Danza or a Mr. Belvedere,
Alice. I'm
Jeffrey.
still Jeffrey. I'm still
Small
thinking,
Wonder. You could even, we got Small Wonder in there.
she better be in there, but again, I'm telling you, the second she hits Belvedere, it's over in that bracket. It's just
Well, Belvedere goes into full rage mode, and you just don't.
bloodlust, everything. I just don't see how
Charles
this
in
is.
charge. I mean, he's
Oh
in there.
sure, but then
Scott Baio.
once he gets to Nell Carter, it's over. I'm telling you, there's 2 trains. Okay, it's Nell Carter, Mr. Belvedere. That's who's gonna be fighting it out. I really think that's gonna be the. I mean, I don't see how it's not.
It's difficult to see it going any other way. But we thought that with the Stall of Fame
And
tournament.
we've been surprised.
We thought it was going to be Hervé and
Andre.
and it wasn't.
It was not.
John Candy, the sleeper, came out of nowhere,
Out of nowhere.
claimed the title.
Just, I mean, it was just, so you never know.
You never know.
That's
Why we play the game.
I wish Cody had known more about Small Wonder and Mr. Belvedere and give me a break.
Well, you got the
really.
nanny too. You got Fran Drescher.
The nanny.
Have you got
Cody? Do you know the plot behind Small Wonder?
I don't think so.
So a family has a robot maid, a little girl named Vicky. And that's the premise.
Didn't they want a daughter and they couldn't have one? So the guy built a daughter.
Right, he built a daughter, yes, and they just turned her into a maid.
And basically now she just does all the work around the house as a robot.
And then and they just kind of rip off Bewitched because like the little Harriet, the little kid who lived next door, wasn't she always trying to see if she was real or not?
Yeah.
You know, and then here's the funny part, Cody. Here's where I think it's relevant, where you'd be like, okay, this piques my interest a little. The kid who played the brother in Small Wonder, Jamie, there is an urban legend that he grew up to be Billy Corrigan.
Same as the older brother, Mr. Belvedere, grew up to be Marilyn Manson.
No, that was also Paul from the Wonder Years. Remember that?
What's that?
I've heard that
was
one.
yeah, that was Paul from the Wonder Years was Marilyn Manson, and that Jamie from Small Wonder grew up to be Billy Corrigan.
I always heard the guy from Mr. Belvedere grew up to be Marilyn Manson.
Wow, it's just different regions.
Wow.
You get different.
See, I got the older brother in Mr. Belvedere.
Did you get the Jamie from Small Wonder as Billy Corrigan?
I had heard that one before, but my Marilyn Manson one was Mr. Belvedere.
Interesting. Did you see a picture of him, Cody?
Yeah.
I mean, that is obviously Billy Corrigan.
It's obviously.
Shave his head, drop 40 pounds. But look at the brother from Mr. Belvedere. That looks like Marilyn Manson.
Oh my God! Stop it. Dare we do a then and now with the guy? Oh, that hurts. Holy shit! There's a better one too. Look at he's fucking MAGA, right? Look at this guy.
Oh boy.
Oh, that's him now? Oh, he was a January 6th, no doubt.
Yeah, he was there. He was there. Sure. That is so. There we go. That was ours. Was that? Yeah, that kid grew up to be Billy Corrigan.
Wow.
Yeah. And then was there what? Man, I'm trying to remember what other dumb urban.
I mean,
legends.
are we throwing I Dream of Jeannie in there too, and Bewitched as part of like?
Well, they win.
I mean, they have supernatural power.
That's like Scarlet Witch. You just throw her into this.
Okay, I can see Bewitched because that was his wife, but I Dream of Jeannie.
That's tough because that's Eddie.
She kind of walked the line between housekeeper and
sex slave.
I don't know.
But it's a squash at that point.
That's true. Maybe
There's
they were
nobody
disqualified.
stopping those two. It's just down to them two at the end. Who? I mean, Jesus.
All right, so they're DQ'd.
I mean,
Alice Alice from Brady Bunch.
Well, but Cody, your thoughts? I Dream of Jeannie and Bewitched. Is that fair? I mean, do you even put because Bewitched, she would do the chores, but just kind of do her little nose thing, tick, and then it's all magically done.
So is there there has to be a no magic rule, right?
You would.
You can't use powers, you can't use magic.
But then how does Small Wonder do anything? She's a robot.
But that's not magic. That's technology.
Yeah.
So everything's fair except supernatural powers.
I would
Everything
think.
else is game.
Yeah, because I think Rosie from the Jetsons could be
What
in
about
it.
what about Mr. Belvedere's unnatural rage?
That's human. That's part of what
What about his massive balls that he sat on?
They were not enhanced in any way. That's just natural.
That's natural.
That's God.
I mean, that's everyone goes for his balls, right? Everyone determined his focus on Belvedere's balls.
I think but what if he sat on him on purpose just to trick everyone? What if he feels nothing down there? And it was just like
he missed a week of work by sitting on his balls. That's obviously a point of interest when you go into a match with him.
That's the greatest showbiz story of all fucking time. This guy had to call out because he sat on his nuts.
I mean, how hard did you sit on your balls? Where you can't work. I mean, I can see. Give me 10 minutes, guys. But I gotta go home.
Did he just keep? Was he just splashing him? It's like jumping up and landing over and over.
Did they get lodged in his asshole? Like how hard did he sit on his balls?
We got to do a live ramble from Golden Chopsticks down the street from my apartment because they have a framed cast shot of the Mr. Belvedere cast in there. I only hope that's where he did it. I only hope that he was having golden chopsticks.
He sat on his balls.
He sat on his own.
And there's
balls.
an ambulance. And he's being stretchered out.
That's I think his fight with Tony Danza should go. Like Danza goes for the nuts. Belvedere gets taken out on a stretcher, and then right before they're about to leave the ring, he starts shaking, and then he just gets out of the stretcher, runs back into the ring, and fucks Danza up. I mean, I think that would be. I don't know. It's just a thought. But I do think it'd be hard if you had Genie and Bewitched because they just mop the floor with everybody there. It's just not even, and then all reality ends when they face off against each other.
Yeah,
like
they'll rip the fabric of time and space apart.
There'd be nothing. We'd just be dust, just specks of dust floating in empty space if those two go at it. So I think they can't. I'm sorry, they can't. God damn it, they can't.
You're right. They can't be in it.
As much as in all fairness, they do fit the criteria.
Right. But everybody else is fair game. I think even the animated maid from Family Guy. No.
Right? Yeah. And I think Rosie from the Jetsons you could throw in there. Rosie? If you're throwing in Small Wonder, you can throw in her. You know? Did the Flintstones have a... I don't remember.
I don't think so.
Did they have a maid?
I think they had that bird that was like a toilet brush, didn't they?
They would just shit on.
And then they'd clean the toilet, and then they'd sit him there, and then... Or he was a duster.
He's a duster.
Say some snarky comment after he got
right,
used.
He's a douche. That's right.
This is the life.
Right. Oh, wait. What about Lurch?
Lurch? He's in there.
Cody? Does Frankenstein count? Fuck.
Ooh. I think you have to have Lurch in there.
I think
he's reanimated tissue, but he's now living. He's not dead.
Right. And I don't think Belvedere's that worried. About Lurch.
But like is the usage of like supernatural stuff just a means of existence, or is it a usage of powers within a fight?
Well, Lurch is a zombie, or is he a Frankenstein?
I think he's Frankenstein. Lurch always thought was Frankenstein.
Well, Frankenstein's just reanimated tissue, so he's not. There's nothing supernatural there. It was just electricity reanimated the tissue.
Right.
Yeah. But I think it has to be defined by like if you use magic or spiritual stuff or whatever for like to fight, right?
Right.
Because like if you just exist in that realm,
no.
That's fine.
It's fine. Yeah, that's true. Lurch doesn't. We've never seen Lurch use any magic.
Did the Munsters have a maid?
I think it was. No, I don't know. I don't think they did.
I was more of an Addams Family kid than a Munsters kid.
I loved them both. I was a mark for the two of them. I think the Munsters. Did they have the girl do it? The normal one that they thought was like a weirdo.
Oh yeah.
I wonder if was she the maid? I don't know. I don't. Let me just. We have to know.
Mm-hmm.
I mean,
and if we're doing are we doing Alfred from the '66 Batman? That's a butler.
Yeah, he's in.
Okay.
I think he's in. Oh man. Okay. We have, of course, Herman, Lily as a wife, Grandpa as Count Dracula, the teenage niece Marilyn, who was attractive but ugly for them, and then Eddie, the son. I don't think they had a butler.
I don't think they had a butler, right?
Yeah. Interesting. I mean, I don't. No, because you just see them there. Not one of them was a fucking butler. That's just the crew.
Yeah.
So the Munsters, I don't think they had one. That's right. Oh, wait, was it the Raven? But I don't think the Raven was a butler. It would just like introduce people and they'd walk in, right?
I think so.
I don't
remember. I didn't watch a lot of Munsters. I don't remember.
Hell of a theme song.
Great theme song.
Hell of a Fucking great.
Great theme song.
Oh, tremendous theme song.
And is Frank Zombie redoing the Monsters?
I don't know. Well, I know he's always had a hard-on for him.
Yeah, I think he's redoing them.
Oh wow, I think I'd watch that. I might be into that. If old Rob
Zombie, not Frank Zombie. Rob Zombie.
Old Bobby Zombie.
Like
old
Rob
Bob Zombie. Old
I
Bob
think he's
Zombie.
redoing the Monsters.
Yeah, he's definitely redoing.
Wow. Do you think he would mind if people called him Bob Zombie? Or would that upset him?
No, Bob Zomb.
Bob Zomb.
Hey, Bob Zomb.
Bob
Zomb.
Bob Zombs. So
you get mad. I don't think he'd like that.
He probably would. Ramble.
If you go by the name Rob Zombie, you're not going to be happy if someone goes you Bob Zombs.
But you should expect to get fucked with a little bit. That's my point. You don't just call yourself that and not have someone crack at one joke at least. By the way, Ramble at theramblepod.com. Throw out some fictional butlers, and hopefully we'll have a list ready by Tuesday.
Yes,
by next week's Ramble Radio.
Yeah. We're going to spend hours combing over the research.
Oh, man.
Putting together the brackets.
It's going to be very intense.
Poring over it.
We're going to hold a lottery for seating.
It's going to be huge. But I think the only ones excluded are Bewitched and I Dream a Genie, just because they're too powerful.
Yeah.
You can't. They can't fight.
It has to be a fair fight.
It has to be a somewhat fair fight at least.
Unless they just can't use their powers in the match, then.
What's the point?
True.
Alice fucks them up at once. It'd be like Kamala. She just beats the shit out of both of them at one time if they can't use powers. I mean, man. Well, there we go. So I hate to do this, but we're under contractual obligation.
Oh, man.
I know.
Skeletor. We were talking earlier about Rob Zombie and giving himself a cool name. And you obviously weren't born with the name Skeletor. Would you be mad if someone called you, made up a nickname for you like Skells or... What's your opinion on that?
Well, Eddie, that's a wonderful question, and I'm glad that you've asked me this. And that is actually my birth name is Skeletor. That's it. No last name, no middle name, no nothing. Just straight up Skeletor. It was that my parents just nailed it right on the head. Perfect. So I take umbrage with that. And I also take umbrage to any nickname. I don't like being called Skells, Torzy, Queef Lord, Queef Face, Mr. Queef, Queeftastic, The Queef Goes On, Queef of the Century. I'm not a fan of any of those plays on my name. I don't like, to be honest, just call me fucking Skeletor. That's my fucking name. I mean, if I have to, I guess I could just go to the highest mountaintop and scream it. So tomorrow morning I'll be standing on top of He-Man's father's throne. You didn't see that one coming, huh? About that. Oh, I also don't like Queefly. Queefly isn't nice. All those people, it's so easy to come up with nicknames when your name is Skeletor. And I just don't like, I don't like any of that stuff. Mr. Queefsalot, don't like that either.
I didn't know you could really turn Skeletor into
That's a weird one.
Any form of queef.
Right. I don't see
I don't see the walk to get to queef.
Well, I'm just so excited to see Skeletor doing like an anti-bullying PSA here.
Right. Kind of did one, didn't he?
A little bit. In his own unique way.
Yeah.
And it's just when it comes to me, I don't give a fuck what you call a stupid piece of shit kid or anything like. You can call him whatever the fuck you want. Just stop with the cute little clever plays on Skeletor. Queeftacular. I don't like that one either.
I mean, really, the only way you'd be called Queef, being named Skeletor, is if you actually queef.
Like, queefed a lot. That's I don't understand. Eddie, it's very simple. There's just a lot of haters in life. I have the ability to queef, and I've shown that ability several times, and people get jealous. They hate. Okay.
I guess you learned something new.
Hey, how about that?
He has the ability to queef.
He can queef on command.
Which means he has a vagina.
He has, I guess. I don't.
Well, I guess if you've seen a skeleton.
You don't want to know what I have, Pence. Okay, all right, there it is. Jesus Christ.
There you go. All right, Cody.
Cody, I'm sorry, buddy.
Yeah, it's no problem. It's fine.
man.
Yeah, you can find me at Cinesnob Cody on Twitter, Cinesnob Podcast wherever you get podcasts. If you're into movies, check us out.
Look at that. Go do it, Eddie.
5 days a week on Patreon.com, The Ralph Report. Tuesdays, Fridays, we got Ramble Radio. Wednesdays, we got
That's
Ramble.
us. That's us. And we're going to bring back Good Willow Hunting. We promise.
Yes.
It's going to happen. Cody's going to, we're doing Back to the Futures, right? And that we're going to
Yes.
do those?
I think so, yeah.
The Back to the Future
Or maybe
trilogy.
maybe Necessary Roughness.
I think that's next. I think that might be next. Necessary Roughness. Do we do a Necessary Roughness Untamed Heart doubleheader?
I mean, the trades. What do you do there with the trades?
Oh, my God.
Do you put someone with a baboon heart onto a football field? I don't know.
Absolutely. If he can imagine him catching a football like that. Oh, fuck. Untamed Heart would be a first for, I think, all three of us if we saw that movie. I
remember the
avoided that
trailer.
one.
I don't ever remember seeing that film.
I think that, if I'm not mistaken, he wasn't that far off his high in Young Guns 2, Christian Slater. So, I mean, I think that's to me, that's a massive fall to go from Young Guns 2 to that.
I mean, maybe he was trying to go for the award, the Academy Award, with the
Maybe.
with the heartstrings.
That's true. That's
You
true.
know?
He was trying to get that Oscar.
Trying to get that Oscar.
That was wrongfully denied of him in Young Guns 2. Wait, wasn't he in Young Guns 2? Yes.
He was in one.
He was,
I think he got killed in one.
No, he was in 2. He was the Arkansas Dave Rudabaugh. Remember the guy? You ain't never heard of me?
That's
And then
right.
like he brags about how many Mexicans he's killed. At the
Right.
very end, he's in Mexico and he brags, and it's implied that he gets killed.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was Cody. Do we need to do Young Guns 1 and 2 for Cody so he can see what a real Western?
I have not seen
Specifically,
it,
Young
so-
Guns 2.
Specifically, part 2. Woo! It's a doozy. It's a brilliant movie. Well, there we go. You know where to find us. You can find me in all the same Ramble places. You can find these two gents. I'm also on Twitch, twitch.tv/RetroRocha, and my YouTube channel. Come check us all out. You know where to find us. Be safe out there, you guys. We love you. We'll see you next week. Take care, everybody. Bye.